Time for Law and Disorder.
I demand a lawyer.
With attorney Jeff Kaufman on 101.1 WJRR.
We are Orlando's rock station. Law and Disorder brought to you by Kaufman Lynd Injury Attorneys. If you've been injured, slip and fall, car accident, something like that, give them a ring. Talk to Jeff Kaufman. He'll let you know, first off, hey, does your situation even warrant legal representation?
It's easy to get in touch with Jeff, too. Jeff at whenyouneedus.com or pound 546 on your cell.
Speaking of Jeff, he's here ready to answer some listener questions from the legal side of things. Is this him here on the L line, the legal line?
That's it, dude. Legal it up.
All right, Kaufman, we got you there?
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
Right, where are you, in Rocky Top this morning?
No, I'm actually doing some mediation, so I couldn't come in this morning. I had a mediation.
No, in Tennessee, right?
Right.
Okay, all right. Anyway.
Yeah, Jeff practices in several states around the country, which is pretty cool because if you have let's say an accident in another state, you're hurt, he can help you out.
All right. So, what do we got for Jeff this morning in the hopper there, Taco Bob?
Just like I was talking about getting in a wreck. Legal question. I got in a car accident over the weekend and rear-ended someone. I was at fault. Are there any special Florida laws that will keep me from getting completely worked over?
Well, it's not you who's getting worked over. People don't understand this. When you get in a car accident, that's what you have car insurance for. Very rarely does an attorney come after you for your own personal assets. They just want to make sure that your insurance covers the damages. And a lot of times in cases like this, the insurance company doesn't want to pay, so they drag it out. Eventually, the insurance company does pay or they work something out. So it's not that you get dragged over the coals on this case. The insurance company has to do the right thing.
Okay. One of my coworkers either wears too much cologne or is spraying it in the office. And it's not only overwhelmingly strong, but it smells bad. Does my employer have any obligation to address this if it's affecting other employees?
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's not legally, but as an employer, for example, I have a person in my office she has allergies, and cologne in this affects, her deeply. And, we're not talking about people who are overly sensitive. We're just talking about somebody who has an allergic reaction. And I've spoken to people in the office, and we all do something about it. You don't really, the idea of you needing to wear cologne is a little silly unless you have your own issues. But yeah, I think you don't have a legal duty, but at the same time, if somebody dies or has an allergic reaction because of somebody else and you are aware of it, you could be held responsible.
I feel bad for the legendary stinker, Taco.
Oh, God, yeah. They have to mask that smell.
But I've heard deodorant, and then there's high-end pheromones you're putting in the air.
Uh-huh. I've heard of some deodorant on the no-no spot. We do commercials for them. A friend of mine, no, they really do.
That's like a new trendy product, man.
They use it on the armpits, right in between where the bra is, and then down there on my...
right down in the lip trap.
What shows are you watching?
No,
I don't know.
No, the radio commercials I've heard.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I have a friend who went into an emergency surgery in ICU, and he was in ICU for a couple weeks of recovery. His trucking company cleared out his truck and threw away all of his stuff, including birth certificate, passports, clothes, and belongings. Does he have a case against them? He's still working for the company.
Well, if you sue the company that you're working for, you might lose that job too. Yeah, they're responsible. If you did something and how can I put it? If they do something that negatively affects you and they weren't doing it the right way, yes, they could be held responsible, but you're not going to sue your own job for a couple $100, and lose that job. Oh, yeah, he could hold them responsible, but he might be out of a job.
Okay, so tread lightly, trucker. Do I need to tell my boss I have IBS? I don't think it's their business. No, this is serious. I'm dead. Guys, let Let me finish.
Stop it. You really? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. They said, do I need to tell my boss I have IBS is nothing to joke about. That's bad news.
I agree with you.
That I have IBS. I don't think it's their business to know my medical history, but they're side-eyeing me since I use the bathroom more than normal people. Should they tell them?
Well, you can tell them. I mean, I would. I mean, I'd let them know it was a medical condition and I'm just not screwing around in the bathroom. I had a guy who worked for me who would spend 45 minutes in the bathroom 3 or 4 times a day. And I'm like, wait, how is he spending 2-3 hours? I mean, a quarter of his work time is spent in the bathroom. Now, if it was medical, I could understand. But, I used to go in there and hear a lot of phone work going on in there. So, yes, I think as an owner, I would want to know, and then I wouldn't be blaming him to say that he's just lollygagging.
Hey, Taco, just out of curiosity, you being the bathroom king of Central Florida.
How many minutes?
Minutes a day estimate that you collectively spend in that room of the house or business.
You work with me, and you know that I am a quick crusher.
I know you are, but I'm trying to extrapolate out the rest of the day here. It probably adds up.
This morning, post-Earth Day birthday belly, I went in there once, and that was, about a minute and a half because we had Mike Bianchi getting ready to call in. Yeah, and then the second was about 2 minutes. So we're only at 3 minutes right now. Maybe 4 minutes in a day.
That's a ridiculous time.
Yeah, the day's young. Day's young.
Yeah.
It's a ridiculous time. What?
I can't even imagine you just dropping a deuce and it taking 1 or 2 minutes.
There is a reason, Jeff, he is known as Bathroom King of Central Florida, and that's one of the many reasons. Just move on and take that info at face value when I say trust me.
That's like a Guinness Book World Record, man. Come on.
I'm telling you, if they something I should probably apply for.
What else we got, Taco?
Yeah.
They could just have a picture of me in there. Like they have the lady with the really long fingernails in there, and the guy that's super tall. They have me sitting on a toilet. What can I do about a neighbor breaking their lease terms if the complex is not taking action? They're breaking rules, and it's affecting our day-to-day living for the other residents.
Hold on. How does somebody's... Okay, maybe there's some quiet enjoyment issues where he's, got like 3 sheep or something on the property. I don't know. That's the weirdest thing. I've never heard another apartment owner claiming they have an argument. The answer is no. For rent, for example, when you're renting, there's a difference. In a condo, you're part of an association. As an apartment rental, you're just a fellow tenant. Now, if he's doing something to negatively affect you, for example, being too loud or multiple animals on the property, that could affect what they call your quiet enjoyment, and you could possibly get out of your own lease because of it. But there are different rules between being a condo owner and association and being just a renter.
Okay. Somebody said, as much as I hate to agree with Taco, I have recently heard that commercial for the all body deodorant on 101. I put it on my pits to my
you guys, I tell you, iHeart is really hurting for advertisers.
No, dude, that's a good one. Well, everything fresh.
Jeff, why don't you just throw us under the bus here? Help out the cause.
Wait,
I'm just saying,
Wait, you advertise with us.
I know. Nothing's worse than when my commercial comes on, then it goes, hey, I need some perfume for my hoo-ha.
Hey,
not great.
Hey, you cut a check. You're on the air here, man.
I know, man.
That's how it works.
I might have to reevaluate.
All right.
Time for one more, man.
This one, pretty simple. We'll see. Jeff's thoughts on FSU versus the ACC lawsuit, both in Florida and North Carolina.
It is the dumbest thing I've ever heard because you have 2 judges who refuse to yield. One of them has to decide that they don't have the rights to hear this case. The same case is running in 2 states. And the fact of this is, while I'm a supporter of all our colleges, Florida State's wrong. The venue is in North Carolina. And first they filed first, ACC filed first. And second, it's in the agreement that North Carolina's venue. But the judge is a Florida judge, and he's not letting that one go.
But don't they have
eventually probably go?
They have fanboy judges on both ends of this, don't they? Fanboy judges.
I don't disagree with you, but your contract says it specifically what state it should be in, and the state is North Carolina.
All right.
Okay.
Jeff Kaufman will be back. Are you back in studio next week?
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, hopefully you have a satisfactory outcome with the high stakes litigation you got going on today, man.
Fighting for the people. What can I tell you?
All right. If you ever need to get a hold of Jeff, slip and fall, car accident, any reason whatsoever, you can reach out to him 24/7, Taco.
That email again is jeff@whenyouneedus.com or #546 on your cell. And for any of the texts we didn't get to, I print them out for next week. Don't worry.
All right. Jeff Kaufman from Kaufman and Lynd. This has been Law and Disorder. Jeff, thank you, and we'll catch up with you again next Monday.
Be well, guys.
Lynd and Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.